All right, welcome everybody to Coffee and Art in the Morning, Monday morning. We love our Mondays here. At least I do. So I'm going to just start out real quick by saying we finished coloring this picture it was either Wednesday or Friday. I don't remember what day we finished coloring it. And we did record a video of it. It will not upload to YouTube. So if you want to see this finished, other than I'll post pictures of it on social media, but if you want to see me working on finishing this, you'll have to go watch it on Ustream. And to watch Ustream recordings on a device, you have to have it's called, I think Jean says it's Puffin browser. You have to have a browser that supports Ustream recordings. Now you can watch Ustream live on your devices while they're going on, but to watch recordings, you can't just do it with any browser on your devices. You can go watch it on your computer, your laptop, desktop, whatever, and watch. This is a recording on Ustream. So we did finish this, and I'll just kind of hold it here for a second so you can see it. And I'll post. I haven't yet, but I'll post it on. I'll post it everywhere, and it is in the book Rhapsody in the Forest. I don't know the author or the artist, but yeah, so I will post that. So there is no video for the finishing up of this one. The next thing that I want, and I got to take a picture of that. The next thing I was going to talk about, I got a little happy mail from Kimberly, and she is Kimberly. What's her number here? 5. Let me see. Kimberly. Got to get her number right. 557. Yeah. So Kimberly, thanks guys. Yeah, I got to put something here because I got to. There's nothing here. She sent me a card, a Christmas card, and she sent an ornament that she made, and she also sent this. She sent a little flag paper clip, and here's the card she sent. She said I won't read it. She sent me a Christmas card. Of course, I'm getting lots of Christmas cards from you guys, so thanks so much. And it's a little paper. Let me go on here. It's a paper clip with a little felt little, I don't know what you call it, flag, I guess. And it just makes a really pretty paper clip. Isn't that cool? So, yeah. And she has this little tag, and handmade with love. And she did this, and it was after we did or she thought of me anyway. I don't know when she did them, but she makes these little ornaments, and look, it's a little bee ornament, and I'm not sure what that's made out of. If it's not a light bulb, but it's got like the shape of a light bulb, and then here this, and it's holding a little flower in this hand, and its little feet. I gotta kind of put something here, and it's an ornament. See, she's got the hook up there. There's this little antennae. She's got rolly eyes. Isn't that cute? So it is just, and so anyway, she wrote in her letter about after watching the bee Society of Idea Collectors bee page. And she's got like jelly plated papers here for his wings. Isn't it so cute? I know. Thank you so much, Kimberly. So we'll put him on the tree. I know. It's a dried gourd? Oh my gosh. Well, I wouldn't have known that. But that now that you say, I see the shape of it, right? Isn't that cute? That just makes it even more special. The flower is a Camilla bud. Oh, so it's a real flower? Oh my gosh, that is so awesome. Kimberly 557 made it, Melissa. Isn't it so cute? It just makes you smile to look at it. And the little hands and feet are like, I mean, legs are pipe cleaners. gosh, it's just adorable. It's all painted and the rolly eyes. It looks like it's up to mischief. Look, I'm up to mischief. I know. So thanks so much, Kimberly. I so appreciate that. Okay, so then let's move this. I don't want anything to happen to the little bee. I know, right? I do have my windows blocked so that because it's really bright and sunny out, and it was just totally flashing out my area here. So I do have we're just sitting here like we could do shadow puppets or something. All right. So the other thing, last week somebody sent me May's Maedalas2. Now I have number one. This was number one, and Connie sent me this one. This is the first one. And then, so this one, I do not know who sent it to me. I don't know if it was Connie or Sue's. They're usually the one that sends me Bennett Klein. So it's either probably, because it came from Amazon with no card or anything, and I did not see anybody fess up last week and tell me that they had sent this. So I am going to do a flip through of it. Your desk is, oh yeah, my desk is, yeah, I showed y'all the picture. I tweeted a picture. I cleaned my whole desk area here, ready for Monday, so it's all nice and clean. I put a new piece of paper, and I did, Hubster goes, how many pieces of paper do you have under there? I said, well, I don't know. So I got my X-Acto knife and went over like in a corner and did a little triangle cut all the way through all the layers, and I took my X-Acto knife and like flipped up every layer. There are 20 layers of paper. 20 people. 20 layers of paper on this table. So it's nice and cushy. Suze didn't send it? Okay. I don't know if it was Connie or who sent it. Yeah, my arms are invisible with my black shirt. Well, I do have a pink scarf on. It looks orange in the camera, but it's actually a hot pink. Oh my gosh. So I don't know who sent me the Maedalas number 2. So we're going to do a flip through it. And the project I want to do out of it today, I want to color something out of this, and then I want to use it in one of our syllable pages, and that'll be the syllables, the Society of Idea Collectors for today. So it's going to be a combo. It's going to be a combo color. We're going to use one of her designs and cut it out and use it on a color book page. Use the color book page as a design in our syllables, and then I'll pull out the syllables binder, and we'll pick some other things out of it and make us, yes, there are 20 layers on here, Eileen. All right, so I'm going to, let's just click in one. It does look a little pink, has a little pink tint to it. I'm not sure if I can get a contrast here. Let's see. Make it a little, yeah, it makes me look a little weird color, but it makes the paper a little whiter. So, yeah, it's a little better. I don't know. Anyway, there's no pink tint to the actual page. And she does have a table of contents here. And I guess I could read them as we go. I'll have to flip back and forth. But because I don't have them memorized, obviously. I'll just read them to you. Layered insights, prissy peacock, harmed harmony, the circle of vines, harmonic growth, two birds collide, butterfly effect, personified soul, fenced in, exploring identities, half of the story, leave it behind, inner monster, forgiven selves, belittled beetle, hidden freedom, surrounding wisdom, key to your star, against the stream, visible beauty, embraced power, monkey mind, searching for the moon, grounded tribe, and chaotic peace. Those are the names. Hey, Elk Lady Laura. Those are the names. So I'm just going to flip through, and I got to kind of decide which one I want to use for my calendar page. I could do a special like New Year, I mean a Christmas Eve. I could do a week, do a full week. Because y'all know I'm doing special pages also, not just the full week pages, but special days. So, yeah. So I like her pages. They're mandala type, Zentangle type designs, but they're just not all just circles. So they're all different. So I don't know yet which one I might want to color and cut out and use on a syllable page. Aren't they cool? There's a lot of detail, and they're fairly large size. Okay, Melody. I'm glad you're home. Okay, and then she has a big thank you at the back. So if y'all do not follow Bennett Klein, this is May Klein, is Bennett Klein's daughter, who is an artist as well. And if y'all do not follow Bennett Klein's Facebook page, he has an awesome group. I'm just saying. And a lot of you here are in that group. But if you want to join a color book group, of course, you only can post May and Bennett's pictures there. That's their Facebook group. But if you want to join a Facebook group that is a color book group that is very supportive and very encouraging, I would suggest that you join Bennett Klein's, because he and his daughter are awesome. So I'm going to kind of look through here and decide which one I want to color for. I could do a New Year's Day page, something like this would be good for a New Year's, or if I wanted to do like a Christmas Eve thing and cut it out and mount it on a black piece of paper, a black cardstock, that would be a pretty like Christmas star theme for that week. Maybe we'll have time to do both. So let's see something like this. That would be, it's got a little flower in the middle. Something like a star look to it. That would kind of be cool. Let's see, so it's got to be, if I want something star design, something like this one. This one's cool too. Which one do I like better? This one almost looks like poinsettias. That would probably be a better one. So I'm going to kind of go with this. We'll go with that one. And then also, oh wait, I need to write the names on the back because I'll forget. I'll forget which ones they are. So while I tear them out, let's see. So this one is, hang on. Let me go count the pages here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, it'll be number 12. So number 12 is Leave It Behind. Okay, so let me write that on here. Leave It Behind. And then the next one, that was 12. This is 13, 14. Oh, is that the one I wanted? That I was thinking about New Year's? I think so. So 14, this is page 14, which is Forgiven Selves. I think that was the one I wanted. Hey, Sandra. I hope you recorded on Sunday. I didn't get to go on Sunday to Zandra's. Okay, I think we're going to go with those two. Okay, so this is in, and I'll have to write this on the back of whatever page I cut it out or something, so I keep up. This is Maedalas or Maedalas2. Bennett Klein's daughter, May. And you can get these on Amazon, and you can get them through his site. Just look up, just Google Bennett Klein. You can find them. Okay, so these are the ones we're going to work on today. I'm going to do this one first because this will, if I do a Christmas Eve page and I put this on a dark paper, then like a Christmas star with poinsettias maybe, and then this one would be like a New Year's Eve one. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. Okay, thanks, Sandra. All right, let's move this out of the way. So I'm going to zoom in, and I thought that I would use, let me get something for behind it here. Let me get a big piece of cardstock. Because I'm going to cut it out in the end. I'm going to use markers, and then we'll shade. Okay, so I think I'm going to use my new my Scooby Super Tips. And the reason I call them Scooby is because Scoobs said these. So we're going to use my Scooby Super Tips. We ought to write that on there. There's a marker. Here we go. My Scooby Super Tips. So this is the 100 count, which I've never seen in the stores. I mean, I know you can get it on Amazon and stuff, but I've never seen it on Amazon US. I know that Canadians got it, Amazon Canada, but somebody said that you can get these on Amazon US now as well. So, oh, thanks for the link for May's color book, Terry. So here are all the awesome colors. And what I like about this was kind of a cool thing. Let's see if I can get it back out again here. Maybe I have to tilt it a little. Because they're in the, no, that's not, how did I get it out before? Because they're in little mini boxes. They're in small boxes, which makes it handy if you can get them out. I don't know, how did I get them out before? There we go. Okay, so each, uh-oh, I knocked them back in. There we go. Has little individual boxes. If I can get them out. There we go. Let's get the first one out. So, like this. So, you can see they're in individual so you can take them out and keep it, they can still be in a box. You got them at for last year at Walmart. See, my Walmart does not have them. I've looked. My Walmart does not have them. So, but this will look pretty to sit here while we're coloring. All right, so I'm going to need some red and some greens to start with the poinsettia in the center. I'm going to do a Christmas kind of theme here. And I've got this behind it because now, I can usually not have these go through any paper, the Super Tips, but these are brand new and they might be a little juicy, so we'll see how it goes. Let me go ahead and zoom in another one here. That's pretty good right there. Again, the paper looks a little pink. If I get the contrast, though, it's going to make everything look a little weird, but let's see if we can. That's pretty good. All right. Your Walmart does have them? $12 on Amazon US. Okay, thanks, Suze, for the info. Okay, so I will color with these, and then I will shade, because these are water based. They're not watercolor markers, okay? They're not going to, you can smear them together a little bit, but they're not watercolor markers like the Real Tip, a Kuretake brush watercolor markers or anything like that. They're water-based markers, which these are awesome for when you do little patterns and you just want a flat color. Then what you can do is go back over those flat colors with color pencil and shade and highlight. Okay? So just FYI. All right, so I do want these to be poinsettias. So maybe a couple shades of red, getting darker as it goes around the edge, lighter in the top layer, a little darker in the back. So let's just see here. Do I want an orangey red, or do I just want these reds? So here's the red. And maybe the orangey red. Let's test. And I'm going to cut this out so I can do testing right here on the side. Okay, it's ghosting. Now this is Create Space paper, which is the thinnest paper that most color books come in. Now, as long as it's one-sided paper, it doesn't matter if it goes through. As long as you put either something behind the page or tear the page out. In this case, we're going to cut it out. We're going to cut the image out. So, you know, again, I don't care if it goes through, so I'm not going to be extra careful not to, you know, over color it. But as long as you don't get it too, you know, don't just sit here and go, because then you will go through. Well, even that's just ghosting. And I did hard pressure. You're painting another lantern, so I may get it all over the keyboard. Okay, so what I'm going to do, hold on, let's see if we can zoom in a little more. Hang on, guys. And not lose our focus. That's pretty good. Okay. And I'll try to kind of hold the marker back so you can see where I'm coloring a little. So this is the lighter red, and I'm just going to base coat. So we'll see how far we get. So while we're sitting here coloring, we can ask everybody what they're working on, what they did over the weekend, and all that. Janet did some streams that are still over there on Ustream. Jen, Reading with Pugs, had a color along over the weekend. I've watched a little bit of it. All right, now I'm going to go with the darker red and do... Now there's these little leafy things here, and anything that's real small like that, I don't really worry about going over. See, like I went over it right here. See, there's one there and there's one right there. Because I'll go over that with a Posca or a pencil. Hey, CB. All right, now this secondary red here, it's not that much darker. So, oh, and I don't even know why I'm really worried about going out of lines, because I'm going to cut this out. So, I'll shade it with another color. So I'm not going to be too concerned about going out of lines because we're cutting it out. And again, I'm going to use this on my Christmas syllables page in the Society of Idea Collector. Oh, I'm sorry that you had all that happen to you over the weekend, Suzanne. That doesn't sound very fun at all. All right, so let's go down to this one. And I'm not sure, I think that background there might be one of those leaves. At least I'm going to make it that. So I'm going to try to do this a lot of red and green. Kitty Marimo, you clean your car and raked. And you did color a bunch of 1/3 color book pages in Johanna Basford's. I did look at that book again. We went to the bookstore. Um, we went to Barnes and Noble, my local Barnes. Well, it's a probably about a 25-minute drive. And my Barnes and Noble is not as good as my daughter's Barnes and Noble way up North Georgia, but we went there, and then I also went to Books A Million, and I did see the sticker pack at Barnes and Noble of the Daphne's Diary sticker pack, but I looked through it, and I have so many that are so similar that I haven't even used yet. So I said, no, I don't need to spend. I think it was $12.99. I said, I don't really need to spend that on these stickers that I already have so many similar. So I passed. And I did not see the Daphne's Diary date book, the planner. I saw a picture of it in the Christmas magazine, but the planner was either sold out or they didn't have them or whatever. So I didn't get to actually look at the planner. Not that I would have bought it, because y'all know I got plenty of planners, and not only that, but we have our syllables binder. Oh, okay, so you got Roku, Terry? Awesome. Y'all did some fun stuff over the weekend. Okay, do I want these to be flowers or leaves? Let's see. Let's do the center one first. And I'll probably do some kind of a yellow ochre. I'm not sure. Let me look up a poinsettia. I don't remember what the middle of a poinsettia. Not that these are poinsettias, but I'm making them that. I just don't remember what the inside of a poinsettia is. Not that it matters. You can color it any way you want, but I just like to know. Let's see. Images. They're yellow. They're little yellow. Well, they're almost lime green. They're like lime green dots. So, okay, so we'll put some lime green to it as well, like my fingernails. All right, so I'm going to get the lime green, the lightest green, and we're going to do that. Even though this isn't dots, and this is probably technically a sunflower, but we're turning them into a Christmas page. No, I know, right, Terry? All right, so again, this is not that much variation between these two reds. From this red to that red, I don't even know if it shows up on camera, but I'm going to darken that back layer. So, yeah, so I'm going to color this first layer with the lightest. So you see it goes pretty quickly when you use a marker. Now, if this was an alcohol-based marker like the Hoo Hoo Heroes or Copic, it would go right through. But again, it wouldn't matter because it's one-sided. But just FYI, make sure you put something behind it if you don't tear it out of the book. All right, now I'm going to do this second layer here. And I do need to go turn that heater down. Probably get some hot coffee too. Because it's cold here. I'm not sure what the temperature is. Suze, do you know what the temperature is in Atlanta today? I haven't looked. Hubster, when he went out running this morning, says, it's cold out there. Yeah, it's cold. I said, well, I bet it is. Did you get which did you get, Daisy Vicky, at Michael's? I missed it. Because I know a lot of us got the Jane Davenport planner. I got mine at Michael's, though, not online. Terry and some of the others, I think maybe Eileen, too. I think they got theirs online. But I don't know if they got it from Michael's or Amazon. Those enabler girls, they can sniff out a sale in a heartbeat. They will sniff out a sale. And then they'll let us all know about it, so we have to go get it too. Yeah, okay, it was the days that, yeah, the Jane Davenport one, yeah. Yeah, there's all kinds of sales on planners right now because they want to sell those, get rid of those planners. Okay, now let's get a couple greens. I know I'm going to want a really, kind of a fairly dark green. And again, I can just test it right here. That's a nice, really dark one. And then maybe, let's see what color this one is. That's too close. Let's go one dark, lighter. Yeah, let's go with that, and then maybe this. Those three greens. Those will probably be good enough. So let's set that aside. Galena said her daughter stole her diary with the Y, the Delusions diary, when it came in. I'm going to try to use mine for brush lettering. That's the plan. All right, so I'm going to start with the light green first. And let's do these right here. And I think actually that'll be I'll do that a little one shade darker because these leaves are in front of it. And when you do a pattern, you just go and you find all the mirror image or all the same in a pattern. Julie Topaz is the one that does so many pattern color book pages that are awesome. So, and she's also the Pinterest queen. Okay, so then I want these to be that color. But yeah, I got my desk all cleaned off this weekend. Put up my Christmas lights are all the way around my marker pen build. I posted it online because it was so clean I had to post a picture. Now, not that I'm going to mess it up much today just coloring, but it was when you do a lot of mixed media painting, throwing collage and throwing matte medium around, it does get to be a mess. Which I don't mind. I'll just throw another piece of black paper over the whole thing. Because like I said, now I have 20 layers. There's 20 layers of paper on here. Bye, Matt. Thanks for stopping in. It looked neat. Thanks, CB. Okay, and again, like some of those little bits in there can go darker. All right, so I'm going to take the medium green and go behind here. And same for this one. I'm trying to stay in camera because I'm really zoomed in. So I'm trying to stay in camera. Okay, maybe we need to do one of our question and answer box things. One of our question boxes. All right, let's see. I think I'm going to do these right behind here red as well. I'm going to do this red. And I need to get some gold in here too. Either gold gel pen, stickles. Stickles would be nice. I don't think Jen's here right now. She's just getting over being sick. Her and her little coloring buddy. It's 33 in Atlanta. Okay, yeah, but my heater needs to be off. It doesn't need to run all day. I'd rather just put on a heavy sweater or something, or a hoodie, just keep warm in the house. But I wanted to get the chill out before I started today. Alright, so that's looking pretty good. Yeah, so let me go run get some coffee, turn the heat down, or up, or yeah, down, off. And then we will, I'll get those questions out. ask some questions. You'll have to start cranking up your chair if you keep adding. Good one, Terry. All right, hang on, guys. I'll be right back. Oh my gosh. Okay, back to work. Hey Dot, I saw your pictures, Dot, of the snow in your area in UK. All right, let's see. I'll go with the next. Wait, let me go back with the light again, the light green, because I want these to be. I'll try to keep staying in camera. And again, I don't know why I'm being so careful around these edges, because I'm cutting this out, so I can probably speed it up a little if I'm not so careful. All right, let me get my box of questions. They're kind of fun sometimes, because this will get tedious. All right, let's go with the dark green behind. So yeah, I don't know if I want a gold gel pen. Gold, if it'll show up enough for me. I want it to be nice and gold. Sometimes gold gel pens aren't that gold. All right, then these little, all right, let me get my questions out here. Let me get my box of questions over here. It's my tabletop questions to start great conversations, and it's a whole box of cards. Whole box. Thank you, Kenny. Kenny's the one that sent that for us. I say us because this is when we do this. So I'll take a few from the front here, and then after I ask them, I put them in the back so we don't keep asking the same ones. All right, so let's take it off the top and let's see what it says. Which celebrity would you most like to see in person? All right, so let me put that to the back. All right, and I'll try to see who you guys would like to meet. What celebrity would you guys most like to? I think that's a little red right there too. What celebrity would you most like to meet? And again, I'm not trying to be too careful around those edges because they're going to get cut out. But like these little things like here, they need to be gold. Oops, missed a spot over here with the green. Getting a little bit of a hurry. Someone built a big snowman dot in the garden of the house opposite, and then it moved. They moved the snowman. Judy said Johnny Depp. Pat Crochet said Robert Downey Jr. Elk Lady said Dave Matthews. Janet said Rod Stewart. I gotta say, I didn't get to meet him, but I went to one of his concerts. I went to a Rod Stewart concert in 1972, Janet. I saw Rod Stewart. I didn't get to touch him or anything, but yeah. Jeannie said Kevin Costner and Denzel Washington. Dixie Sweet said Jason Aldean and Martin True. Okay, I missed that. Things scroll off real quick. Pat said Steven Tyler, music-wise. Terry said Adele. A couple people said Adele. Annie Tanner said Adele. Jan said Julie Andrews. I don't know who that is, Suzanne. CB Ed Sheeran? Ed Sheeran? Why do I not know that name either, CB? Maybe y'all are saying some movie stars. I don't watch enough movies. For me, I guess it would have to be Sean Connery, right? Okay, these are going to be the insides of that. This be green. So I just got to keep going with the pattern there. I think I'll do these light green. And then behind those flowers, I almost wanted a really maroon color. Okay, Galena said Heath Ledger, but he's dead. Suzanne, he's a fabulous guitarist. Oh, okay. All right, Suzanne. Terry, speaking of celebrities, did anyone see the Carol Burnett special last week? I kept waiting for her to show more, and when I watched some of it. I watched about maybe about a half of it, because I think it was a 2-hour special, Terry. And I loved when she kept showing the old clips. But when she was sitting on the sofa with a bunch of people, the girl she was talking to, and that was lame. I did not enjoy the sofa part, where they had random celebrities on talking. Yeah, I wasn't up for that. But I loved all the old clips, Terry. Julie Topaz said, I'd love to have drinks with Stephen King. Does that count? Dot said, I met and spoke to the only one I wanted, Gregory Peck. Aww. Terry. Yeah, it was 2 hours. Love the old clip. Should have been a clip. I know, right? They just did too much of the talking on the sofa. It was like, come on. Get with it, people. Okay, I'm going to go to a maroon color here. I don't want purple, though. Let's see what color that is. That's pretty good. It's a little brown, but that's kind of what I want. Okay, so. Oh, wait, I need some more green first. I need the green in here. Here. You got to just kind of look, right, at it all. Those are kind of the centers. And then I'm going to want the red on those little. Like I said, I think these she might have had sunflowers in mind when she did these. But I'm turning it into a Christmas page. Yeah, it was too much chatting. I know. And there were some of them were so young, and they, oh yes, you're such an influence on me. I don't know, just didn't ring true to me. I don't know. You know what I mean, Terry? just didn't just didn't care for the sofa chats. So I got a little tired of it after about an hour. So I don't know, something else was on the History Channel or something, and I changed it. So, but I did watch a little bit of it. Hey, G Brody is doing it was so, G Brody. She, if y'all don't follow her on YouTube, she is funny, and her videos are pretty short. She has a few that are 10 minutes, but most of her videos are 3, 4, 5 minutes long. And she's doing the Society Idea Collectors, and she's got a couple of planners. She's got her small one. I think you need to keep that small one with you. Like, keep that all the time, Brody, G Brody. But she's trying to combine. She's got her by her what do you like a composition book, and she's got all these other things that are getting really packed full. And she goes, I see why Dee Dee said to use a binder. Because you have so many ideas, they're not all going to fit in one little thing. But anyway, so I was watching. She had this look on her face like, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with all this in this jammed into this composition book. But it was good. And so yeah, and she shouts out Mary Altier, because Mary does, Mary has a bunch of different books and stuff too, like I do. And yeah, so G Brody, G, the letter G, and then separate Brody, and that's what she goes by, G. I mean, I know her real first name, but I don't know if she goes by G. So um, well, the thing is, Julie Topaz, it's interspersed. Those sofa moments, they're all if you're talking about the Carol Burnett special, Julie, they're all interspersed. It's like they'll show some great clips, you just get into it, and then they go talk on the sofa with a bunch of people like that have nothing to do with Carol Burnett. I mean, a few of them did, but Oh, okay. Yeah, email me, G. I think I have your address. I thought I sent mine to you. Email me back, G. Hey, Pat. You gotta leave. Okay. Have a good day, Pat. Okay, so let's see here. Let's get in some dark. I want some darker, really dark green. And I'll put that in. Where do I want it? Gotta go back to the red again, because I see now where I want some more red. And and I do need to pick a gold. What I'm gonna do, is it gonna be a gold gel pen? Am I gonna do some, well, I can always do gold gel pen. If it's not bright enough, I can go over it with stickles, right? Okay, so that. All right, then I want the dark green, like right in here. And you can also get these pages, you can download them. So you don't even have, you can buy them on his site and then just download them and print them out on whatever kind of paper you want. Like I said, I try my best on every color book actually to use the actual paper that it comes with. In this case, it's Create Space paper. But if you are wanting to do, watercolors and special things, you can always just buy the book digitally and print it out. Now, if you use an inkjet printer, be aware that your inkjet, depending on your inkjet printer, your ink may or may not smear when wet. And this is wet, this is wet marker. Thanks. Yeah, I'm really liking the colors too. All right, let me get my gold gel pen. So this is my favorite just gold gel pen in general. It's not the star gel or the glitter one. It's just the regular gold gel pen, and it's Pentel, and you can get these are the Pentel Metallic Sunburst. Now it's not this, it's not as, it's not as glitter. It's just called the Pentel Sunburst Metallic Medium Gel Pen. And I get this in a set with the silver. Let me see where I can find the silver one too. It's different. There's a silver one. I know I got a silver. Here we go. And you can get them in a set of a silver and a gold. I get them at Hobby Lobby, and they're only like $4 or something, and I use a coupon, so I get both of them for like $2. With a 40% off coupon. And they're just, to me, whoops, let me keep the gold one. They just don't clog up. They don't skip. They're pretty, unless you now you can get them all jacked up with acrylic paint. So, you got to be aware. If you use it over acrylic paint, you got to kind of go over to the side and clean it every now and then, just so you don't get it clogged up. All right, so let's see here. I am going to, I know I want these little tiny leaf things here in gold. Now when I cut these out, I will probably leave a little bit of an edge, or maybe I should do that first. I think I will. I think I'm going to take lime green, because I'm going to cut this out, right? And I'm going to just get the behind them. Now this one's probably still wet, so I got to wait a second. I'm going to do the back behind these little skinny leaf things. If I do them like this with the solid green and then go over it with the gold, that way when I cut around them, I won't have a white edge. It'll be a green edge. So let's just do that. So when I, cut around. Okay, so let's go back to the gold. Now I got to let that dry a minute, because, oh wait, here's some more. Let's just get all that little edge in there. Green. And all this. And I think I want those red. Thanks, G. And you find YouTubers that you just like their personality. I mean, G is like, she doesn't have a lot of subscribers, so y'all need to go subscribe to her, because I'm telling you, she's cool. And I just like her personality, and I wouldn't care. And there's people I follow that have like 2 subscribers. I don't care. If I like a person, I don't care if they have 1, 2, 50 subscribers. I'll follow them just because I like them. And that's how you should do it anyway. That's how you should follow YouTubers. Hey, Mel G. I'm working out of the Klein Maedalas book 2. I still don't know who sent it to me. This is her second one. This is 2. Connie sent me number 1, so I don't know if she sent me this one as well. Sue said she didn't do it. Towel you too? Yeah. I know. And there's just some people that, you just like, and they, like for instance, like Mr. Victor Crafter. And he does little paper crafting and art journaling and mixed media, little books and stuff. And he's in, I think, is he in the Ukraine, I think? And I love listening to his accent. Some people can't say, well, I can't hardly understand him. I don't have any problem understanding. I had him on one day when Cam and I were sitting here and drawing, and we had him on the background. And I said, Cam, some people have a hard time understanding Mr. Victor Crafter. I said, I don't have a hard time understanding his accent at all. And it is a heavy accent. Cam goes, I can understand him. So I don't know. I guess some people's ears, I'm not blaming anybody's ears, but you know what I mean. Some people just, can't hear through the accent. I don't know. But I like listening to him. He could be doing anything. He does walks in the woods and he does all kinds of things. But I just like listening to his accent. You like Victor too, CB? Yeah. I wouldn't care what he was working on. I would watch it because of his voice and his accent. It's like an ASMR for me. So and I do enjoy his projects too. He gets a Happy Mail, and Shannon Green sends him stuff, and there's all kinds of, he just does a little bit of all kinds of paper crafting and journals and collage and all kinds of stuff. But for me, it's his voice. I could just sit and listen to him all day. And I've watched many of his shows multiple times. Not because I don't know his project or what his project, because of his voice. But, it could just put me in a relaxed mood. Okay, so let's see. Let's go back here, and I think I want these to be red as well. Maybe those should be dark red. Let me go to the maroon color. Let me go back over that with maroon. Thanks, Mink. You do have a problem understanding some accents? Yeah. And I mean, I get it. I mean, some are really, and Victor, after, maybe it's just I've listened to him for so long. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. That might be it. Because I've listened to him for so long, I can just understand him. It's like my grandfather, my step-grandfather was from the Netherlands, and all his life he had a heavy Dutch accent. And a lot of people couldn't understand him, but I never had a problem understanding him, even with the heavy Dutch accent. But okay, let's see. I think I want this to be red inside of there. And G, she doesn't have an accent. I'm not saying that, but G is just her personality. I just like watching her. I like the way she just has her expressions on her face. And okay, G. Yeah, you like Victor too? I know. Anybody that's watched him, I think, likes Victor. Jen's does that for you. Which Jen, Dixie? Jen, Australia Jen? Now, to me, an Australian accent is almost like, I don't know. I love listening to it, but it's not like at all hard to understand. And of course, I had Jen here visiting, a few months ago. Jen, when she did her American tour. She did her American tour. I want dark green right in there. And was able to stop by here. She stopped by probably, I don't know, maybe 10 or 15 of us, when she did her American tour. Now, I don't get to make it to her live shows, Jen, Osgrand Jen, because she streams at, dark 100, it's really night, and you like watching Jean when she starts growling. Yeah. Towel. Your husband knows me and Jen by our voices. Yeah. Oh yeah, that was like, I don't know what happened with that, Suze. There was a break in there. I don't know what happened. I wasn't in on any of the rumors or anything like that, but I was glad to have him back. Yeah. Victor took a break for a couple of months, a while. That was probably about a year ago, maybe. Jennifer. Crackalack Jennifer. Yeah, Jennifer Crackalack Jennifer has a Southern accent. Yeah. And again, see, Southern accents are not, I live in Georgia. That's not hard for me to understand at all. Now, I didn't grow up in the South. I grew up in Texas, so I don't have the Southern accent that some of, like my sister-in-laws and, family members have. But, okay, so let's see. We need to ask another question. All right, I got to decide what, do I want dark green outline on these, or do I need to get in here with some gold, I think, because we're getting almost done, right? All right, let's go with the gold. Now, I know I want gold on these little inner sides there. And the same for in here. And here. You can put on an accent. I used to have fun doing like a Paula Deen, you know, but yeah. Accent, just having fun with my accent. All right, I'm going to get all these little areas here that I'll kind of stand back from in a second and look at where else it needs. So I'm just adding gold in some of these little bitty. Okay, we'll ask another question out of the box here. But we're getting close to having this done. I think what I'll do is I'll color both the pages, and then I'll do a separate Society of Idea Collectors syllable journal separate. I'll color the two May Klein pictures, and then we'll stop the video and start another segment for using these, because we're going to cut them out and use them. Yeah, people with cool accents, you can just kind of chill and, you just chill and listen to them. Okay, there. And if this is not sparkly enough at the end of the day, I'll go in there with stickles. All right, that needs to have a medium green leaf here. So I'm using 3 greens. It's real dark, kind of this medium green, and then the lighter green. I think I'll go with the inner. I'm not sure on that yet. Let's do these big leaves. Because stickles right on top of this would be really cool. But remember, if you do stickles on your pages, you want to do that at the end when you're completely done, because it really needs overnight to dry. To dry 100%, and so you can't really keep coloring around the stickles. I've done it a couple times, but it's tricky business. All right, so let's see. So like inside some of these leaves, on top of all these, I want gold. And I'm thinking this is going to be stickles, so I really don't even need to do this, but I'll do a couple just to remind myself that I want like stickle dots on top of those little leaves. Okay. All right, let's ask another question. I got them sitting right here. Let's take the next one off the top, see what it is. What would you love to find at a yard sale? What would you love to find at a yard sale? Okay, while you're answering that, I'm going to keep, I think I'll go medium green behind here. And put it in caps so I know you're answering the question, guys, because it goes by really fast. I see some more places to do gold. because we're going to use these as planner pages or decorations in our syllables planner binder pages. Our 52 plus for the year. Pacola said art supplies. Everybody's saying art supplies, art stuff, art stuff. Old Singer featherweight for $1. $1 million painting. Janet said that. Marcia said, and hi Marcia, a new Nick Filbert coloring book. Yeah, well, I think he's going to reprint. I think he's going to reprint his books that we all keep looking for reprints. Julie Topaz and Undiscovered Da Vinci. Anne says art supplies. Kitty Mare. A spooky medical oddities. What would you do with it? It's just for display? Do you like creepy stuff, Kitty Meow? Wendy, a beautiful affordable doll. Vintage fairies and ephemera. Ephemera is really easy to find. And old books, those are pretty easy. I mean, we have a lot of garage sales in the spring around here. You can find all kinds of cool, if you look at it, look at everything. When you go to a yard sale, go to, or a flea market or any of it, try to go with the mindset of looking at everything as an art supply. And your mind will start thinking that way, like, what could I do with this old fabric? What could I do with this old book? What could I do with these old photographs? And you'll just start looking at everything as an art supply. Let's see, did I miss? Okay, I think I want these gold right along the edge here. A Rembrandt painting. Everybody's with paintings. Old magazines. Yeah, seeing that kind of stuff. If you like old magazines and old books, find you a used bookstore. There's usually a used bookstore, in every, we have them in our little towns, and you could probably find them in, any size town. Dot, a hunky man. A bin of family journals. Hey, Mary. Mary, I'm surprised. Mary Altier. Hi, Mary, by the way. She does do, like she did the longest yard sale last, few months ago. I bet you could find anything in, Mary, I don't see you having a problem at all finding any of it. You have a cabinet of curiosities of spooky stuff. Okay, Kitty Mary. I figured it was something like that. That's how you live in a hoarder's house. Well, you don't have to buy all of it, CB, just a little. Just a little bit of it. And then you put them in, organize them in boxes and stuff. Julie says that's the attitude I have when I go to Covered Bridge Festival every year. That one sounds good. Is it like the Covered Bridge Festival? Is that like a wagon, like, people that have come across the country, wagon, that kind of, and they just call it that as a festival? Do you dress up, Julie Topaz? You never thought of it that way, Wendy? No control. CB has no control. Galena says, so I finally found a dictionary with pages I've been looking for, but didn't buy it because it was too nice to rip up. Well, yeah. There's probably 100 million dictionaries floating around out there, Galena. Don't think one will be missed. Yeah, and your local libraries. Yeah, my library has a sale, I think twice a year. And I never remember. I wish they would email, like an email alert or something. And I always forget when, and I don't know that it's an exact date every year, or twice a year. But yeah, my library has good, like last 3 years ago, I got an awesome manga book. Like it was like a $50 manga book, compilation. And yeah, tell the Dollar Tree we went to on Friday had big calendar, mini calendar packs for $1. Bought every kind they had to start your collage. Yeah, see? Hey, Blue. Terry, I'm a book ripper. Terry, the book ripper. She's also a cougar. Yeah, where's my sound? I don't think I have a on my soundboard. I don't think I have a I don't have a book ripping page, but I do have. And then some people, when you tell them you're going to rip a book, that's what they do. Julie Topaz says it's a 10-day festival in Indiana every October. Tons of covered bridges in the. Oh, okay. Yeah, is that like what was that movie? Isn't that your area where the movie The Bridges of Madison County? Is that in Indiana? I don't remember. It's been so long. A book ripper from way back. And then there's some people that just can't rip a book. They're too chicken. Okay, let's get back to coloring. All right, let's see. Oh, wait, I missed a couple. No, I haven't done those yet. Okay, I think I want those to be, let's go with the darker red, and let's do these kind of leaf shapes. I mean, even though they're leaf shapes and not the petal shapes, I still want some red in there. I need that red. I hope I'm staying in camera. I keep saying, oh, I'm out of camera. Okay. Then the insides of this, I want a couple shades of red in here. Probably with some gold. And then I think I want the real dark green on this edge. Yeah, it's a soundboard app. I think it's 99 cents. And they have lots of cool sounds. I've played a lot of them before. Sometimes when I play the animal one, that I think it freaks people's cats and dogs out, and they, you know. Okay, so there's that. I think I want these to be gold. And then inside there, I want those to be gold. No, maybe I'll do, nah, yeah, I want gold. And then these outer, gotta look at it for a second. Sometimes when you look at it in the camera, things stand out like right off. I can see, when I look at it on the screen, I can see where it needs things, like needs colors. Okay, so I think I'm going to want gold on the outer edges of these. Again, I'm going to color them gold with the gel pen, but I will probably stickle them. After doing the pages. Because again, we're going to cut these out and use them as elements in our syllable binder. This page and the other page. Okay, I think I'll do gold right here on these. Gold on this edge. I know it's tiny, guys. Hubster and I didn't get to go metal detecting this weekend because of the wet, the snow. I mean, it was all melted, but everything was like sopping wet, so we didn't feel like traipsing through the woods with melty snow. So we didn't go metal detecting this weekend. Okay. Oh, I missed a red right here. It's easy to miss a spot. A video thing says I every so often, since not adding the second book, I'm reorganizing in 2018. I am behind on your videos, Mary. You're putting out one a day for your December stuff. Oh my gosh! And if you do not follow the Mary LTA, and you say I don't have any ideas, you just go follow Mary, and you will not have any trouble. G. Brody, who was here earlier, Mary, she loves your videos. Okay, I kind of messed that in there. Smooth that out. All right. So let's see. I think I might want some lime green on the inside of here, 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 here. We about got this one done. Didn't take that long. What, an hour maybe? I mean, time goes by fast, and I think it's an hour, and it's 2. And then I want green on the inside of there, here. And I'm thinking I want maybe those flowers to be, I don't know, I kind of like white, actually. The white kind of gives it a glow. So I might leave that. Yeah, maybe those curls too. I think I'll leave those curls white. Oh, I missed one gold thing here. So I might just leave this, except for the part where I'm going to put stickles on the gold. All right, so let's back out. Bye, Blue. Thanks for trying to stop by. There we go. All right, so now I'm going to cut it out. Let me get my scissors. Where's my little... Can you watch this live on YouTube? No, it's not on you. I'm not live on YouTube, Wendy. I'm live on Ustream. No, I'm not live on YouTube. All right, so let me just cut. I upload to YouTube, except once in a while when a video glitches, like my part 2 of the reindeer color book page glitched. All right, so I'm just going to cut around the edge here to get rid of the excess paper. Let's move this for a moment. And I'm just going to take a minute and cut this out. Yeah, sorry, Wendy. Okay, so if this starts feeling like it's going to take too long to cut out, then well, I have to cut it out because we're going to use it on the page, so bear with me. I could cut it off, finish cutting it out on the break, you know, because in between doing the 2 color book pages and the Society of Idea Collecting notebook, we will be, I'll take a break in between because I'm going to have that as a separate video. And when you're cutting something out, fussy cutting, what you want to do is you turn your paper, not the scissors. Don't be going like this with your scissors. You know, try to hold your scissors pretty steady, and all you're having to do is just kind of do this real slow. You're kind of just closing the scissors while you're moving the paper. So you're not doing any snipping, you know. You're just closing your scissors while you're turning the paper. And you can get a much more detailed cut that way. So I'm not snipping anything, I'm just closing the scissors. And then when they get, you know, all the way closed, and I know this probably sounds really like, doesn't everybody know that? You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised how many people don't know to do that. So I might cut this out. Let me just skip over here because I want to show y'all how I'm going to do this. So when I get around these little berry things here, rather than cut around each one of those little berries, see, I just did a solid green. Now I can just kind of go around, instead of leaving a white edge, I'm going to leave a green edge. So let me at least just get past, and then just snip off, let the excess fall like that. Let's just go ahead and cut this one big flower out. You're a snipper? Judy. I'm a snipper cutter. Judy. Did you really, Mary? When you're cutting with, and again, you want a nice, like, fussy cutting, I'll get out my big scissors when I'm going to cut a huge sheet of paper or something. But when you're fussy cutting, and I did buy a new pair of scissors because my other bees, my other cutter bees were like really getting bad, and I had them for a good 10 years. Just like you put your paper in there, and you'll be closing your scissors like this while you're moving. So you start with this, and you got your paper in there, and you're closing the scissors while you're moving the paper. Rather than just going cut, and if you move your paper rather than your scissors, all I'm doing with the scissors is just slowly closing them like that. So even though you see me moving this paper over and around, all my scissors are doing is this, just like that. And it is a little time, it is a little time to fussy cut. But we're already over halfway done. And then remove any excess like that. So, and that's also true if you want to get in tight spaces. Get rid of all the excess, and then you can get in the tiny space. Also, another tip when cutting out inside things, like stuff that's like deep inside, and you're going to glue it down on something. I'll show you here. Let me finish this one a little bit here. If you wanted to cut out this middle here, it's this one might be an exception because you'd have to go through a lot of stuff. But if you want to cut out an area that's on the inside of something, just go ahead and cut along a line until you get to the middle, and then your scissors you do the same thing. Then you just snip it, cut it out. Rather than, and it depends. If you're good at like just poking a hole and cutting out, but if you want a nice, clean, very exact cut, then just cut along a line until you get to that middle part, and you'll have a cut there, but it won't matter, especially if you're gluing it down. You won't even notice where that cut was. Okay, so yeah, see, these are a little more fussy right there, so I'm kind of leaving them and going around the edge here. All right, so I'm going to stop. I'll finish cutting this out on the break and bore the people that are sitting here and not the YouTubers. Because I want to color another page in this segment, right? Okay, so let's move this off to the side, but there you can see where we're going with it, right? And what I'm going to do is, and I will probably glue this to a black cardstock and do this as a Christmas Eve page. So I'll have my calendar, December 24th, some white, maybe I'll write it with white lines, white gel pen lines, or I don't usually put lines, but I do it for y'all for examples, because some people like lines. But then you could write on gel with white gel pen, or a white Posca on your black cardstock, because this is going to be the focal point on our syllable page, which this is so far all I got planned to be on that page. There was a shadow of a light bulb on the ceiling of the car. I should have photographed it. The shadow. Yeah, I mean, I can't picture it right now where the shadow would be, Wendy, but yeah. Okay, so let's move this to the side. I'll finish cutting it out again. This is out of the Maydella, because her name's May. May Klein, out of her Bennett Klein's daughter's book. That's out of this one. And then the second one we're going to do, this one right here, I want to do this one for New Year's Eve. Like a mask. And I do have another page with the mask that I'd cut out of a Daphne's Diary mask that I've had kind of just tacked down on a piece in here. Let me see. Let me get that page out because I might want to color it the same. And I'll get this binder back out when we go to work in it. Here. This page right here. See, I have that mask on there thinking that I was going to use this for New Year's. So if I use this, I want to use these colors or something that coordinates with these. Please make a white mark on that black paper. It's dry. No, Judy, I'm going to make it. I'm going to make you suffer. No white mark. I just put this new paper on over the weekend. It's driving you crazy. That's so clean. That's funny. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I want to use maybe this color scheme. And again, this is just tacked down with a glue stick because, you know, and I may or may not use this. Let me pull this up here because this is the background. Like over her like that. I don't know. That might be too big. I don't know. But anyway, I want those colors. So I'm going, again, we're using the Super Tip. I have them pulled out here. The box of 100 Super Tips from the Scoobs, from Scoopster. And here they all are. I've taken them out so I can turn them around and see the colors on both sides. It's just easier to see all the colors when they're in these little boxes like this, right? Not that they're ever going to be back in order. But let's go to, I want to look at these colors here. And let's put this behind. I want to see what colors, again, this is going to get cut out, right? It's going to get cut out just like the other one. So let's see what this light blue one looks like. Maybe that one. Inside the car, on the ceiling of the car, there was a crisp image of a light bulb. Oh, okay. I got you, Wendy. Like an idea? Yeah. Idea bulb? Yeah. Okay, let's see. That color. And I only just need a couple. That's a nice dark teal. Those are kind of similar to that. This is just some ink here. This might be either Dilutions ink. I don't even remember, to tell you the truth, what ink I use there. So I think I'll go with these two colors. A pale yellow and a dark yellow. Like maybe even this brown color. This is my inspiration right here. These colors are my inspiration. That's a little too dark. Let's go with the more sienna. That's a little better, and a lighter goldy color, maybe this one. You have these, you bought them on my recommendation. Do you love? I know, they're so fun to work with, so easy to work with. Again, they're not going to blend like a Copic, but for tiny areas where there's really not a lot of blend, and that's the other thing over here too. When I want to maybe do a little shading with pencil in here. And maybe I should have done that before we went on to this. Oh well. Let me show you what I mean. I was kind of trying to do all the marker first, then go back to the rest. But let's get a dark, let's see, like a darker red, cherry red, or let's see. This one maybe. Okay, here's a Tuscan red. Okay, so like this, let me move this for a second, just so I want to be able to show you. So I got this Tuscan red here. Let's zoom in. Get too close, we get fuzzy. Just hung your first Christmas decorations on my little Christmas quilt so its creases can drop out. Oh, we need pictures, Dorothy. Okay, so I'm going to use the Tuscan Red, and like behind these first petals, I'll just do a little shading. Not, it doesn't take a lot. I don't know if you can see because I am pretty close. I'll hold it up again. So you can go back in on top of your flat marker and do pencil detail. Or not, you don't have to. But you know me, I love my pencils. And it is actually, since it is a color book page, want to add more detail. Hopefully I'm staying in camera there. I'm so zoomed in, it's a little fuzzy, but I think you're getting the idea. Maybe just a little outside of that gold. See? I can't really get any closer than that. All right, so let's do these right here. Because I'm going to end this segment and start another segment to do the planner pages, so I really should do a little bit, finalizing of color. All right, so see the difference? Look, here's just the red, and then here's with the shading. On some paper they look like watercolor. I bought them at Walmart. And you can actually kind of use them as watercolor if you take them and like scribble them off on a porcelain dish. You can use them in watercolor a little bit. I mean, I have so many other watercolors that it just like, I'll do it for samples for you guys. But if I'm going to do watercolor, I'm going to use watercolors. Right? But you can, here, let me, let me get a, and these are just, your metal trays. You can get them, they're on tops of pencils and all kinds of things. I'm going to clean this section out right here, just so that I have a place to sample for you. You see, they clean with the baby wipe. All right, let me dry it. So you can take and scribble. Let's see, do I have a water brush handy? Since we're still on the reds here. All right, so take one here, and you can scribble out some, right? And you can just take your water brush, or just a paintbrush dipped in water, right? And you can watercolor with it. See, now this is not watercolor paper. This is just some slick cardstock, but I want, you can get the idea, right? So you can use them as like watercolor. Here, let's put another, like a lighter red. Where's my Kleenex? Clean my brush. I use a Kleenex to clean my water brush. And you can pick it up, say, and you can use it like watercolor. So, yeah. Yeah, it's just a metal tray. This is off the top of another paint set, or the tops of the little metal tins that your pencils come in. Any of them. As long as I'd recommend it being white, not metal, so you can see your watercolors, right? So yeah, let's go to this dark one here. Here, let's do a blue just so you can see. Just scribble it down. It's the same way I use my Neo colors. I like to scribble my Neo colors down and pick it up like that. Yeah. And if it's light, you gotta let it dry. It's just like watercolor. You let it dry, and then you can put another layer. When it's dry, of course it's still wet, but you can layer it up. Okay? Yeah, so use your little metal trays for that. Okay, now this is wet. Let me see. All right, let's get a little place over here. All right, where's my red here? So I'm using the Tuscan red to do some shading. It doesn't need too much. This is very tiny. Just mostly these, bigger flowers. Let's go right along this edge of the gold here. And it's your project, it's your time. You can spend as much time on any color book page as you like. And again, I will add stickles to the little bits. The gold, any place where I have gold or these tiny little berry looking things, I'm going to add gold dots with stickles on that. But I can't really do that till I glue this down. So you'll have to see that on the finished, or when we do the part 2, the syllable pages, planner pages. After I glue it down and do everything else, then I'll go back with the gold stickles, because it's going to take overnight to dry. And you can't keep cutting and playing and messing with it when you got wet glitter on it. So something like that. And then maybe, let's see, is there any place I need some green? I don't know. Maybe let's get a dark green pencil. Okay, so get a dark green, and just in a couple places, like right in here, maybe a little shading. Just gives it a little bit more depth. Thanks, guys. And so if you have color books that have lots of designs in them, there's those, like, I have a lot of things cut out of like the tattoo books, the tattoo color books, because a lot of those are just a whole bunch of images. And those are awesome for cutting, coloring them. And I always recommend coloring them before you cut them out. I mean, at least cut around them if you need to, but don't fussy cut until you're done coloring, because the fussy cutting, trying to color an area that you've already fussy cut, it's going to be it's tricky business, as Paula would say. So if you have a bunch of designs, it's best to color them first, then fussy cut them out. Okay, so I think I want a little bit of shade on these. Because your pencil's constantly, going off the edge. So that's a tip. All right. And these are going to have gold, so I'm not worried about those. All right, so I think that's pretty much all I need as far as any extra pencil. Okay, so let me move this one back to the side again. We're going to go back. Let's turn that over. Let's go back to this one. Okay, and these are my color inspiration. So let's see what we're going to do here. We can have these birds be blues. So I'll take a couple of the blues. Probably her eyes. Let's go ahead and do her eyes can be light blue. And again, on bigger things like the skin, I'll probably go in there and with pencil. I just bought the tattoo book by Crayola. I bought an inked magazine, so it's a great idea for color. Yeah. You think UPS is busting it today? I'm sure. Okay, I think I'll do dark blue, these petals here. And these birds, let's see. And again, I'm going to fussy cut these out at the end of the day. So let's have that. This wing here. I'm going to do them in the 2 shades of the teal. Hey, Meep. So it's just more ways to use your color book. You know, you like coloring your images and you think, well, they're just sitting in books. And a lot of people, I gotta say, when I say cut your images out, this is what happens. Wait. Cut your images out of your book. They just can't bring themselves to do it. Yeah, my mailman actually came on Sunday. I guess, you know, they have extra deliveries during the holidays, you know. Okay, let's do that. All right, this one. Gotta keep moving here. Moving the piece down. All right. Let's do this one. That. And Keegan, yeah. Buck, 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 buck. All right, let's see. So yeah, I'm keeping it these colors other than the skin. But even her lips, I think I'm going to go with gold, this gold color brown lips. And I'll just do her face probably, although I do have a peach color marker, you know, as a base coat. Your Epson prints on everything too. Are y'all talking about your printers? I missed something. Yeah, I have an Epson Artesian. Yep, your mail came on Sunday, Kimberly. All right, I think I'm going to outline her eyes with the brown color here. Because I want them to show up if I put a mask on her. All right, let's go back in with, I think I'm going to have this be part of the bird feather here. So if y'all are just joining us, we're working in pages out of Klein Maedalas2. It's like mandalas, but Maedalas. Oh, you need to get a new one, yeah. I like my Epsons. The ink doesn't smear. I love my old HP. But then what turned me off of my old HP is they changed my paper. Now this, I'm talking years ago, probably 10 years ago, maybe not quite. But I had a certain satin paper that I loved to print my photographs on. Now I don't print near as many photographs out anymore. Um, because I don't scrapbook like that, I mean, I still do occasionally, but um, I'm just looking while I'm talking. So I don't really care that much now about the printing on the photos as much as I used to. But HP changed their paper. They went to all gloss or all matte, and that satin paper, they quit making it. Now, they may make it again now. I don't know. So when I went to buy a new printer, I went with Epson. And I don't have any problem with my Epson Artesian. And again, I'm sure every Epson's probably different too, because you have different cartridges for different printers, right? But the ink doesn't smear. The ink doesn't smear. I mean, I could probably make it smear if I added a ton of water, but Okay, so I think I want that to be blue right there. All right, so let me go with the light color for these beaks. I think I need a even lighter color, gold, yellow, ochre color. Probably this one. Yeah, there we go. Maybe even a yellow. Let's see. Which one of these two yellows do I want? Maybe the brighter, because that one's kind of similar. All right. Now I'm going to go with the light blue, the light teal color, and do some of that. I want that, this. And again, you can always go in there and shade with pencil. Okay, let's go in there with the little feet. And again, I don't care about going out of lines because I'm going to cut all this out. And let's do that a little bit there, 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 and there. Okay. You got an Amazon order? Yay! All right, now I want a little bit of the yellow, I think, for the bird. I think I'll have these yellow dots there. And I'm going to work on her eyes. I'm going to go over them with, oh, I might as well do that now. I always, anytime there's like black, even some of this would probably benefit by going over it. Because the black printing on color book pages is rarely ever solid, dark black, right? I'll let that dry before I put a white Posca on there. Okay, let's see. I think I want this to actually look like part of a mask. So, which one of these do I want to go with? That one? No, probably the yellow. Let's go with yellow right in here. I may even make it be a flip up. Like if I use that mask, I could have it like go on her face, but, be a flip over. In other words, like this, like if I use this mask on her, just attach it in one spot so that it can go like this. Oops. Oh. Okay. Okay, and then have these back here. Thanks, guys. All right, now a little bit of yellow right in here, and these leaves right here, and those right here. Back to the light blue. And I think I'll do all that light blue too. All right, now, let's see. Okay. Okay, if I want these flowers, again, I'm going to, if I do any kind of cut around, I'll just have a solid blue like that, so that when I cut around those flowers, rather than having a white edge, it'll have a blue edge. Because I'm fussy cutting all that, right? All right, let's go back in here with some leaves. And again, that's all going to be fussy cut, so it doesn't matter if I go out of lines. And then let's get all those little leaves on the inside of the flowers. Some of those could be flower petals, but you know. You like the colors? Yay! Okay. Oh, and the flowers are going to be, well, I'm thinking mostly blue. I think that's what we're going to go with, blue. It'll be quick. So what I'm going to do is, even though there's going to be some dark blue and some light blue, I am going to I'm going to go ahead and just do solid light blue first, just to base coat it all in. Then I'll go back with the blue marker, dark blue, and then I can go in here and shade, because I want all the flowers to be blue. I'm keeping it kind of just, you know, these colors, the yellow, the gold, and the 2 shades of blue, because this is going to be cut out. This is going to be a page in my planner for New Year's, which, if I do any kind of journaling on it, will involve the New Year's Eve streamathon. So let me talk a minute about that. Oh, I think I want these to be that color too. So There's a whole bunch of us that are going to stream for 24 hours. If you go to the musicalscrapper.blogspot, Jean, the Musical Scrapper, has a list of all the streamers. And I'll try to remember to put that in my description box again under this video. So we all stream for a couple, 2-3 hours. Some may just stream an hour. I don't know. I think she got everybody 2 hours each, but I could be wrong. All right, I'm going to dry this now because it's so wet that I don't want to go in here. If I start going in here with the darker blue, it's probably going to feather and smear. So I'm going to go ahead and dry this. Okay, now I'm going here with the dark blue. And like I said, some of this will be, some of it will be just shaded with pencil, but I'm going to get a few of the petals here that are dark blue. And you could go in there with white. You can go in there with a couple other things. I think I'll just do the rest with I might do the rest with pencil. Just those 2 dark blue ones up there. Everyone has 2 or more hours, Jean said. Okay, thanks, Jean. All right, so let me get some pencils here. Like peacock green or a teal. Ah, here we go. Maybe let's test this out. Yeah, that'll work. So this is cobalt turquoise, or use peacock green, you know, just a darker. And I'm just going to start doing a little bit of shading on top of some of the flowers. Not a lot of detail, just a little shading because, again, we're cutting this out here. But you see, just a little bit of pencil will make a difference. Let me check my time. Okay, we're right at 2 hours, so. Got about 30 more minutes to finish these up. And then I'll stop and take a quick break and get some more coffee, and then we'll work on using these in our Society of Idea Collectors Syllables Planner. And again, guys, you can combine the two. I went ahead and moved some of my Society of Idea Collector stuff into my binder for syllables. You can combine it any way you want, just whatever you think you're going to use. If it's stuff that you're not going to use, if it's just a bunch of ideas that you're not going to use immediately, then keep them in your big Society of Idea Collector binder, not your planner binder. You know, if that makes sense. If you have any questions on it, I mean, I do have, we have tons of videos, but we just started with the syllable binder. And by syllables, I just mean little things that you've cut out, collected, ephemera, stickers, stamps, stamped images, whatever. They're just little things that you've collected up and you don't know what to do with them. They're little syllables. I'm putting a little bit darker in her eyes. I still have to put highlight in her eyes there. I'm just finding a few places to add a little pencil, and you could go in there if you want, and let's get a lighter. Let's see, that's too green. No. All right, let me This is light aqua. It's kind of that color of the marker. Hey, Kate. Thanks for stopping in. And so if you want to kind of blend in any of the dark that you just shaded with, I'm not really too concerned about doing that. I'm not really feeling like this is like, I'm going to use this. I'm using it in my planner. But you can go in here and smooth out any blends, or blend out and make it smooth any of the dark that you just put on with the teal. Something like that. All right, now I'm just going to quickly do her face. I'm just going to get a peach and maybe a light peach, dark peach, or something here. Let's see. So I'm not going to do a lot. I'm just going to essentially color it in. Maybe just a sienna color. Let's just get. Those are the same. Okay, let's go with these. This is a henna and just a peach. So I'm just going to go ahead and just do all her skin with the light peach. Then take the henna and do a little shading. Just a slight bit. Then go back with the peach again and kind of just blend that in. Okay, and then maybe just a little. And then my white Posca for nice highlights. Whoops. Where's my pen? Got a little on her eye. Just something simple like that. Bye, Janet. Yeah, call me later. Okay, now let's see. Let's take a white and let's just do a little bit more smoothing. Yes, I have bigger whites than this. I'm just going to kind of smooth out her skin just a little. And again, you can take as much time as you want to do all your coloring on a color book page. I'm trying to get this done so I can show you that I'm going to use this in a planner page, right? All right, so we'll just kind of do that. All right, let's look it over. I think that's pretty good. Maybe just a little bit of dark darker brown. Sharpen. Streamathon starts 7:45 December 31st through 4:45 a.m. on January 1st, Eastern Standard Time. Yeah. I started off. So I started off at 7:45 on January 31st. All right, so I'm just going to add a little bit of shading around this yellow leaves. Maybe a little in here and there. Okay. A little on the beak. A little on her lips. And we could add a little bit of light on her lips. Let's see. Could give her a little bit of a okay, that's all I'm going to do. I'm going to cut her out now. So let's back out and fussy cut her. Get rid of all the excess here. This is why I'm chopping, because I'm getting rid of big paper. Okay, but when you're fussy cutting, don't chomp. Don't chomp. Just close your scissors. So you just start here, open scissors, and just close the scissors. And turn your page. Turn your element, rather. And just snip off the edges. If you come to an edge, just like go like that, and you come to an edge, just go ahead and just cut it right off. So. And then, as soon as we do this, I'm going to stop this video, take a little break, and I'll come back and fussy in those little claws here in a minute. We'll take a break, and then we're going to move over into a segment, the Society of Idea Collectors Planner, Syllables Planner. And it all goes together. I mean, right now I'm not generating how to come up with new ideas at the moment. I'm just showing you some things. But, you know, the things that we collect in our Society of Idea Collectors, those ideas, you know, think about them. Use your mind maps or whatever in any way you want. Right now I'm just kind of getting everybody to put together a binder for a planner. And if it doesn't work for you, it's fine. You don't have to email me, say, that's not going to work for me. You don't have to tell me that. It's fine. If it doesn't work for you, it doesn't work for you. You know, I've got tons of other planners too, you know, for different projects and different things that I do. So it's just an idea. And if you don't like binders, then try it, you know, try to do it. You just have to be able to plan to have 52 pages, one for every week. And then if you want any other special stuff, like I'm doing, this will be like my New Year's Eve page, then that's going to be an extra page. Or you could just put it all on the same, you know, all your information for that week, the first week of January, you could put it all on this page. So I'll get my binder out here on the next segment, and we'll put together something, hopefully. I'm doing this on the fly with you guys, you know, I'm thinking it up as I go. You can, you know, as I make the pages. You know, I'll make a few for samples, and then, you know, some of these I try to do like just how I'm thinking them up as we do them, so you can see how you can think up things as you go. But whatever works for you guys, you know, whether it's a planner, a binder, idea collecting, whatever you do, you just have to be able to write your ideas down and keep track of them in some way, even if it's, you know, a digital format, which to me just doesn't work because I like to doodle, sketch, mind map, and I can't do that on a phone. That's just me. Or a device. Okay, so there we go. Let me go ahead and cut the feet out since I'm right here. Okay. But remember your syllables, your stuff, the stuff you've pulled together or collecting to use in your syllables, planner, binder. That's all the stuff that you have sitting around. You don't know what to use it for, you know, whether it's ephemera or whatever else, which I'll pull mine out again here in a little bit so you can see. You want to pull from that. Pull from all those pieces that you've collected or have laying around. Let me get that little claw there. That you just can't find something to use it for. That's where we want to use it. Okay. So, there's this one for New Year's, and that's going to go with this page. I don't know all what we're going to do yet, but I do think I want something where the mask, this is from Daphne's Diary. Are you going to glue it completely? No, I'll glue this down. But the mask, this big mask, I think I want to just attach it, maybe even with a stapler, with my tiny attacher. And so that it does that, you know. So that's what I think I'm going to do with this one. And then over here, let me get my, I still have to finish cutting this one out. This is going to be for my Christmas Eve one. And what I'm going to do with this one is I'm going to mount it, instead of white paper, I'm going to put this on black paper and write with white gel pen. So I do still have to finish cutting this out. So we're going to do 2 planner pages on the next segment. Okay, so I'll finish cutting this out on the break. And so when we come back from the break, you'll see. And then this will be on black paper. So these are both images out of the Maedalas2. And this is Mae Klein, Bennett Klein's daughter. And if you do not belong to Bennett Klein's Facebook group and you love coloring either Mae's or Bennett's pages, it's an awesome group to belong to. So if just in case you decide it would work on a different page, no, I have to commit. At some point you got to commit, you know. Now I have my little paper clips and things where sometimes elements of your week you can collect up during the week, and you may want to, and you don't have to glue anything down. I mean, if you don't want to, but you know, if you're going to end up making a year's full of binder pages, one a week, then you know you'll have to commit to something. I'm going to anyway. So, okay, guys, so hang on, and if you're watching on YouTube, thanks for watching this segment, and hopefully we won't have any issues with either segment uploading. Let me go ahead and repeat this. If you were here last week when I colored in the Rhapsody in the Forest and finished the reindeer page, This did not upload. Part 2 did not upload. So you'll have to go watch that on Ustream. So, okay. So hang on, guys, and we'll be right back.